What's going on? Um, alright, I pretty much just got back, charged my phone a little bit, and watched a review. Um, this is gonna be some Odyssey glaze, bro. Um, I'm not even gonna talk about my day because my day didn't really do anything. I'm gonna talk about the Odyssey. So, if you do not want to be spoiled, if you want to watch this movie at any point and you don't want to know what happens, stop watching. Now, I never read the Odyssey. I never read it in school. I never learned about it or nothing that I remember about it. So I came into this movie not knowing really what it was about. I wanted to watch some videos, kind of getting it explained to me on YouTube, but I kind of thought like, why? Like, why does it matter? Like, I'm not a history buff. I don't really care. We're just gonna go over the bad first. First things first, the only things that I think are bad are there's a scene with the Cyclops in a cave that goes way too long. I don't know how long it actually is in the cave, but it feels like it's forever, which is probably how it felt for the soldiers who were inside the cave with the Cyclops. It probably felt like fucking forever. But in an already 3-hour movie, that specific scene shouldn't feel like forever. And you can make it feel like forever and make the scene shorter. But it feels so long. And it's terrifying and it's so good. The first like 5 minutes of them entering the cave is horrifying and amazing. Then it's just like, oh, when are they gonna get the fuck out of this fucking cave, dude? So my only things are basically in the middle of the movie, it's a montage of everything that went in on the 10-year trip trying to get back home that failed. So to kind of explain the Odyssey, Odysseus, our main character, and Ithaca, where he's from, the Greeks, went and took over Troy. They conquered Troy with the Trojan horse. We all know the Trojan horse story. Like that we all learn about. You don't fully learn about the Odyssey, but everyone knows the Trojan horse. Come out the Trojan horse, take over, right? That happens, and then they try and go on a voyage home. And this voyage home just does not work. They try it for 10 years. They can't get home. Anyone who does get home pretty much just gets fucked. Like there's the Sparta situation, which goes well, but I have his name pulled up. We're going to talk about him in a second. Actually, let me get past this. So basically, we just get a montage of all the different places and all the different situations that Odysseus and his crew went through trying to get home in those 10 years. And in the end of the movie, the payoff is the fact that there's basically a scene where Odysseus, when leaving the Cyclops, shoots the Cyclops in the eye with an arrow. And the Cyclops is the son of Poseidon, who's the king of the sea. And so it makes it extremely difficult for them to get home because the sea's always fucking with them. And his crew thinks this is the reason that the sea is fucking with them. But we learn that the truth is that the reason the sea is fucking with them, the lightning's fucking with them, Zeus, the reason that all the gods are killing them and not letting them go home is because they feel no regret for not following the rules of the gods, which is treat how others how you'd be treated, basically. And they enter Troy without a proper and ethical way, and they kill everybody, the women, the children, the men, the soldiers, they kill everybody. Not properly, they sneak in and do it, and show no mercy and no respect. And to the gods, that's disrespectful and breaking one of the rules of the gods. The only one that feels remorse and feels like, fuck, we fucked up, is Odysseus. Therefore, the gods let Odysseus live. But they also torture him because he's the leader of the crew, killing all of his crew. You notice that throughout the movie. I'm not going to try and explain the entire thing. But that's kind of the premise of it. A lot of the scenes in the middle of them trying to get, or of Odysseus and his crew trying to get home, is just dragged. All of them are pretty good. Like everywhere they go, everything they have to deal with, it's all very good. It's just long. Like you're kind of sitting there and you're like, okay, like we get it. We get it. We get it. We get it. And I don't think any of them should be cut out. I just think it could have been either shortened or better done. So really, my only negative is some scenes dragged on a little too long. But other than that, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Moving on to positives. Number 1, acting. Anne Hathaway might be the GOAT. If she doesn't win Best Supporting Actress for this, I don't know what's going on. One of the best performances I've ever seen in my life. Tom Holland went crazy in this bitch. I mean, acted his cheeks off. I don't think it's Matt Damon's best acting performance, but that doesn't mean Matt Damon didn't do an absolutely stellar job, because he did. And Robert Pattinson did an amazing job as the villain. You hate him, you dislike him, you think he's fucking disgusting. You do a great job of Matt Damon, you're rooting for him, you want him to get back home. You feel terrible for Anne Hathaway, and you're kind of just like you love Tom Holland's character. When Odysseus comes back, and Tom Holland's character, who's Odysseus' son, realizes that that is his father, Odysseus, he kind of gets like this crying and this sparkle in his eye, like, this is my father, who he's never met, because Odysseus left 20 years ago. It's incredible. It's so incredible. It's so incredible. The visuals, incredible. The way it's directed, incredible. The sound design, some of the screams and the sounds are haunting and like wrenching. Oh, it's so fucking good, dude. Here, I'll go over this man now. There's a character named King Agamemnon. Agamemnon. Don't know how to say his name properly, right? There's a scene. Almost every scene with them is just aura farming. And the aura farming is crazy because it's so fire. But there's a scene when they get into Troy and they open the gates for the rest of the I can't forget what their army, for the rest of the soldiers to come in and take over Troy, because there's only so many people in the Trojan horse. They had to open the gates to let everybody else in. When they open the gates, King Agamemnon is standing there, dripped the fuck out, aura farming. Oh my god. The aura, I literally shit myself. My dick got hard. It's the most aura I've ever seen on screen ever by anyone ever. 100%. When they open the gate and he's just standing there and it's just blackness behind him, you can't see any of the other troops before they rush in. And it's just like every troop in Troy's like, oh GG, we're fucked. Like, sick. Because they have them surrounded, and then the gate gets open, they're like, alright, cool, yeah, we're done. We have no chance. Oh my god, it's so fucking good, dude. It's so good. Like, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good. I wish I could, like, explain it better, but just go watch it. Elliot Page, I know a lot of people were super upset that he was casted as the character he was casted as, because it's supposed to be like a great warrior. He does a fucking incredible job. Every 3 scenes he's in, I think, total, he does a stellar job. Like in Hades, stellar job. Like, incredible. So people are just dick sucking. Helen of Troy, yeah. I mean, she does a good job as an actress, but, like, I don't have anything really to say about her, because it's just kind of like they fucked that up pretty bad, to be honest with you. But, you know, it's whatever. The whole Athena thing, it's incredible. Basically, Matt Damon's character is talking to Zendaya's character the entire movie. Zendaya's character is kind of just there as like almost like a god figure speaking to Odysseus. And at the end, when Odysseus is speaking to his wife Penelope, who's played by Anne Hathaway, when they're talking and Penelope doesn't know it's Odysseus. Odysseus is talking and explaining what happened in the Trojan War, in the Troy War. And he's explaining that they brought an innocent girl to her knees, who we find out was Zendaya, a young girl, and they behead her right in front of the Athena statue at the same time they behead the Athena statue. And so basically, the Athena statue takes over the form of the girl that Matt Damon watched get beheaded, and basically like haunts him, but like helps him at the same time. Like is basically a representation of like his guilt through Athena, but the fact that he feels that guilt is why it's to help instead of just like torturing him. Overall, like I said, probably 9. Like I would never go below a 9. I don't think I'd go above a 9, but it's definitely a solid 9 out of 10. So far this year, it's 100% the best movie I've seen. I can't think of another movie that I've seen this year that's better. I don't think Obsession is better. And I can't really think of everything that's come out this year. I'm looking up right now. Like, I haven't seen something that I would put above The Odyssey. Now, I don't think it'll end as my favorite movie of the year because I have Dune Part 3 and Avengers Doomsday coming up, and Spider-Man Brand New Day. So realistically, it'll probably end up somewhere in the top 3. I would say Brand New Day and Dune Part 3 will probably be ahead of it. But it's definitely up there. In my Christopher Nolan thoughts, specifically, I think it's better than Oppenheimer. For me, Oppenheimer felt way longer. I don't know the runtime difference, but Oppenheimer felt like it took forever. Oppenheimer is 3 hours on the dot. The Odyssey is 2 hours and 53 minutes, so only 7 minutes shorter. Oppenheimer felt like 25 minutes longer. Oppenheimer took so long, but it was such a good movie. But I like the Odyssey more. I'm more of an action person than just a storytelling person, and there is some really good action in the Odyssey. Yeah. I'll make another complaint from the Escape podcast that I heard is the shaky camera, because Christopher Nolan does it in his Batman movies too, all 3 of them. Anytime there's like a really intense, like darker fighting scene, he shakes the fuck out of the camera, like to make it like feel like you're more in the fight. Just let us see the fight, my brother. He does it better in this though, because you do see Odysseus like kick ass and you see good fights, but it is kind of like, fuck, dude, like just hold the camera still for a good amount of time. Other than that, I'll talk about the main card for the UFC tomorrow. Tommy McMillan versus Alberto Montes. I think this could easily be Tommy McMillan's first loss. He goes in and just kind of swings and hopes and wins. I think Alberto Montes is a really hard test for him, and I could definitely see Alberto Montes getting the win out. Chase Hooper versus Mitch Ramirez. Chase Hooper got, I think, dog walked in his last fight. Like really badly as a really bad favorite. He hasn't really had a win in a while, so this would really be a nice bounce back for him, and I do think he does it. If he's been training well and preparing well, I think he's got it pretty easily. Jared Cannonier versus Christopher Leroy Duncan. I think this is pretty much just like a free win for Christopher Leroy Duncan. They're like handing it to him. Cannonier is like 45 years old, and Christopher Leroy Duncan only has 2 losses and is 14-2 and is just the better fighter. Kamaru Usman versus Dricus du Plessis. If Kamaru loses, he probably retires. He's going to be 40. He really has no one left to fight, nothing left to prove, nothing left to do. And Dricus is only 32, has lots of time left in the UFC. I just think Dricus is younger. I don't think Dricus is a better fighter. I just think he's just going to come out on top in this one. To go over my day really quickly, it was good. Watched The Odyssey, hung out. I'm just going to hang out, watch some fights tonight, and just chill. Yeah, that's really it. I don't got like much else to talk about. Thank you guys for the support. As always, I love you guys. Go watch The Odyssey if you haven't. I really, really recommend it. Only sad thing, I didn't get to watch it in 70mm IMAX. I never will. But that's sad, but whatever. Peace out.